Hello, it's Monika, it's March, and it is time for hashtag PMA Craft Challenge. A few weeks ago, I went to Craftorama with a friend of mine, and I actually got these two stamp set collections, and I thought these will be perfect for the M for March challenge, because one of them is called Mermaid. And I stamped all those images using black ink on 300 GSM white stamping card. And if you make a mistake, you can stamp the same image twice or even 3 times. If you have any space left, you can stamp more images. And literally here, there is a selection of my alcohol markers. And I've got some tri-blends, some illustrators, and also some very cheap alcohol markers. And yes, M4 markers, you guessed it. If you don't want to watch me coloring all those images, that's absolutely fine. You can skip that and just go and watch what I did with all those images. However, I personally love watching someone painting or drawing or even coloring, and I thought if you want to watch it, that's why I recorded it. As you can see, I decided to use some very bright colors for all my sea creatures and also Mermaid, because I thought, why not? I really want this project to be very cheerful and colorful. And if you have never ever heard about hashtag PMA Craft Challenge, it is hosted by a friend of mine, PaperMona, on YouTube, and you can also find her on Instagram. And she decided a few months ago to host that challenge. So PM is for PaperMona, A for alphabet, and craft challenge. So as it is March, the letter for this month is M. And I decided to use Mermaid and actually other images that you will find out later on in the video. And all the links to Monika's YouTube channel and Instagram are in the description down below. And actually, if you click on the hashtag PMA Craft Challenge, you will find all amazing and beautiful projects other fabulous crafters created. So I really encourage you to have a look at them, because some of them are simply stunning. And I really encourage you to actually take part in it, because it is so much fun and you will be amazed what you can actually create. Because this challenge, actually, you have to go from your comfort zone a little bit, and I love it because you can go as wild as you want, or it can be super simple. The choice is absolutely yours. So as you can see, I'm coloring most of my images here. What I didn't record here is actually I added some sand just below the grass and some coral. So sorry for that, I just turned off my camera at that time, but that's fine. For the mermaid, I actually decided to use some green for the hair, and using tri-blend marker, it is super simple because I started with the lightest color and I colored in all the hair. Then with the medium color, I'm adding some lines following all the curves, and then I'm adding the darker one. And I'm not really sure if you can see it in the video, but this way you actually see all the highlights and shadows on the hair, and I really love it. And again, it's the same with the mermaid's tail. I started with the darkest color, then medium and light, and this way I can actually achieve that 3D look. And if you don't have any tri-blend markers, you can use any alcohol markers from your stash. My very big tip is when you actually want to blend all the colors, use circular motion, because that always helps. Now I'm using my Illustrator for the color scheme, but you can actually use whatever you've got in your stash. And if you don't have alcohol markers, you can use aqua markers or even pencils or even paint. The choice is absolutely yours. I had so much fun coloring all those images. I absolutely loved it. And I wonder, how often do you stamp, color and fussy cut all your images? From time to time, I find it very relaxing and I love it. So this challenge was actually perfect for me. It was literally the very best evening for the whole March. And if you don't like coloring, you can also use some images from the internet, print and cut them out. Or maybe if you have scan and cut machine, that machine can cut out the images for you. I don't, but I do like fussy cutting, and later on I'm actually going to show you what is my preferred scissors for very small images. I wonder, what do you use for very small images to fussy cut? If you have your favorite brand of scissors, please let me know in the comments down below. And again, even with the seal and ray, I'm using the darkest color and medium and light later on. And these are actually the scissors I used to fussy cut all those images. It was super simple and I absolutely love it. Now you can see all of those cut out, and I wonder, what do you think about them? Please let me know in the comments down below. I couldn't resist, and off camera I actually created 2 other mermaids. But for this project I decided to stay with the one with green hair. For the panels we're going to use Shimmer Powder by Nuvo, and this one is called Blue Blitz. And as you can see, I just sprinkle it on 300 GSM white card, and I'm going to use some water and spritz on it. And this way we're going to have very cool effect. And I wonder, have you ever used shimmer powders or brushes? Please let me know. And if you have, what did you create? Because these backgrounds, they are absolutely stunning. You do get very beautiful watercolor effect. But what's absolutely perfect with the shimmer powders is actually when you tilt the card, it has a tiny bit of shimmer, which is absolutely amazing. So this blue was supposed to represent sea, and I wonder, can you actually see that sea in the background? If you do, I really hope you like it. I thought that it would be a good idea to literally dry it off with the heat tool, and now we've got M, mermaid, we've got blank space, then we've got Ray for R, C for coral, and H for a seahorse. Something is missing, so I decided to use a stamp from Sara's signature collection, and it is Anchor. And I stamped it and fussy cut, and now we've got the whole alphabet for March. So M for mermaid, A for anchor, R for ray, C for coral, and H for a seahorse. I couldn't resist, and I really wanted to use every single letter of the alphabet here in the word March. Now I'm decided to use some black card, and this way I'm going to have very nice contrasting border, and I'm using my magic glue, yes, M for March, liquid glue, to adhere all those elements together, which is super simple. And if you ever make a mistake, you always have time to maneuver all those elements. As usual, I've got double-sided tape on the back of my panels, which will make my card professionally finished, I hope. So when these are ready, then you actually have to decide how are you going to put all your fussy cut elements. And before you do that, I encourage you to choose a sentiment. Actually, that was the longest time for the whole project. I couldn't actually think which sentiment will work really well, and I decided to use that beautiful sentiment here. And I use black waterproof ink. You can actually use any ink you've got. This one was literally just on my left hand side, and I thought, yes, let's use it, why not? I also used the same black card and I backed it, and this way you will have your beautiful backgrounds and sentiment matching. I really encourage you to do the same when you create any beautiful projects. And I wonder, have you actually seen any of the hashtag PMA Craft Challenge projects? If you have, which one is your favorite? Please let me know. On my channel you can also find F for February, and Monika on her PaperMona YouTube channel has beautiful projects as well, so please check them out, and please let me know which one is your favorite. Now it is time to put all those elements on the card, and yes, you can use literally anything you created. And here you can also see the leftovers I created earlier. Unfortunately, they didn't really fit here, even that I used 7 by 7 inches card base. Maybe next project have to be bigger. I think if I want to fit all those images, it definitely has to be bigger. As you can see, I'm using some of the elements here, and my very big tip for you, if you create any project or if you take a photograph, I really want you to think about which way your characters look. Like, as you can see here, all my fish and mermaid look to the middle. They don't literally go over. And I really encourage you to do the same, because this way it will make your projects more interesting. Now it is time to put our beautiful panel on 7 by 7 inches cut base, and then I use 2 layers of double-sided tape to put on the back of the sentiment, and this way it will actually stand up even more, and I really encourage you to do the same. As usual, I peel off the backing of the double-sided tape using my liquid glue. I put it wherever I want, and it is time to add a few blue gems. I just couldn't resist. I love gems, and I think they just work beautifully. So we've got M for Mermaid, Anchor, Ray, Coral, and Seahorse. I really hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because every Monday and Thursday I've got videos for you on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Happy crafting, and don't forget to check #PMA Craft Challenge. Bye for now!